Hello YouTube, this is Daniel and welcome to another video. And this video is going to be about my new Ti-Nspire CX. This calculator is going to be replacing my Ti-30XS Multiview, a calculator that I used in middle school, and the Nspire CX is going to be used for my as my high school calculator, because I'm going to be entering high school in a few weeks. Alrighty. And again, please note, or not again, but anyway, please note these calculators, and of course they're graphing calculators, and this applies to any TI calculator. The box is hard to open, so make sure you have a hardy pair of scissors, or a pretty good pair of scissors. So brace yourselves, so when you get a calculator of anything, of a Texas Instruments calculator, it's going to most likely be a hard to open box. At least in my experience it was. Alrighty, anyway. So here's the Ti-Nspire, and it comes with a back plate, or not a back plate, but a plate that protects it when you're not using it. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the accessories it comes with. So what comes with the calculator is very basic, and it's very useful, or it's just accessories. But anyway, it comes with a USB cable. This cable's for both charging and syncing for your computer. This allows you to charge your calculator, because this actually has a built-in rechargeable battery. I'm not sure what the milliamp hours are, but Texas Instruments claims that it charges, or not charges, but it stays charged for 2 weeks under certain conditions most likely, but I'm not really sure what those conditions are. Like, I don't know if you charge it and and if you continuously use it for a while, it will continuously work for 2 weeks if you were using it every day for 24 hours, or if you just leave it on and let it sit there for 2 weeks, it'll still work, or something like that. I'm not really sure what the conditions of 2 weeks mean. It also comes with, the USB cable's mini, it's a mini USB to regular USB, and the mini USB cable just plugs in on the top of the calculator. Also a data transfer cable to transfer between another Ti-Nspire calculator. They are both mini USB. One is slightly different than the other in shape, but they both do fit in the slot on the top of that camera, in the mini USB slot. And a nice feature that Texas Instruments gives you in the box is a charger for charging the calculator in a wall. I guess that's in case you don't have a computer to charge it with, they just give you this. So it's a Texas Instruments charger, AC/DC power adapter, takes 100, it's both for 100 to 200 volts, both 100 volts and 240 volts, so it's compatible with any other country. Output rated for 5 volts DC for 101 amp. So, basic charger for USBs devices, but this is intended for charging this calculator, but you can probably use it for anything else. So, USB cable for computer and charging, and a transfer cable. It also comes with a manual. It's pretty much a quick start guide on how to get it up and running. If you want a full page manual and everything it does, you probably have to go to TI's website. You also get a license agreement pamphlet, which is like warranty information, stuff to be mindful for about how to not avoid your warranty and whatnot. And also they give you the serial number to let you activate your TI Smart or TI Student View program. I think that's what it's called. Let me make sure. TI Student Software, Ti-Nspire Student Software Program. So it's a very big serial number, but you want to hold on to the serial number too, because you wouldn't want to lose that, of course. So, alrighty, now for the specs. The calculator has 100 megabytes of user available memory. There's actually about 114 megabytes actually. I think there's 114 megabytes, but 14 of those is occupied by the operating system, and Texas Instruments actually advertises it as only 100 megabytes of available storage. This also has 64 megabytes of RAM, and according to TICalc.org, the processor is 150 megahertz ARM processor. They are not really sure on what kind of ARM processor it is, and it says it's unofficial. Wait, what does it say about it? It says that it's unconfirmed that it uses an ARM processor, but they are not really sure what version. They just know the clock speed and the processor is used for what information they know. The screen is a 320 by 240 pixels, and it has 3 ports on it. It has, of course, a mini USB port with a little LED, I think, next to it, and a port for accessories like wireless add-on or the there's like a lab add-on, whatever lab. It's like a lab add-on for this. It's like it's like attaches to the back of this, and you can like plug in different lab testing probes to it, and you can like check temperatures and whatnot. So and also like a wireless feature for like classroom support thing, whatever. But they all plug into this port right here on the top. And there's also a card edge, at least kind of a half card edge connector. Well, anyway, it's some sort of connector. And this one is designed for like charging and syncing when you plug this into like a docking station. Unfortunately, the docking station's for like 25 calculators. The docking base is intended for like the school version of the calculator. This is where the rechargeable battery would sit. A reset button and a big blank space. This is probably where you would put your name in Sharpie. Alrighty, so let's open this up if I can, because this is kind of a pain in the butt to open with one hand. There we go. Here's the beautiful calculator in all of its nice glory. And by the way, there are also 2 versions of this calculator. There's the Ti-Nspire CX and the Ti-Nspire CX calculator algebra system, which is the CAS version. And the difference between them two is the CAS version has a black border rather than a white one, and it also adds the functionality of the CAS system. I got the CX version because this kind of calculator is used more in tests than the CAS version. So just simply turn it on, and it was actually sleeping. So this calculator is a color display, which is nice, and I'm running 2 programs at the same time. I have the geometry program and the calculator program. Basically, I'm just doing like area of the rectangle and area of a square. Area of a square. I'm just kind of playing around with it because I need to practice, and I need to know like practice using this calculator. It is hard at first, but once you get used to it, it does very nicely. So these math calculations were here before. I was actually calculating circumference and radius and diameter of a circle before I put these shapes down. So basically I just switched to trying it with rectangle and a square. So there's my math for the circle I did earlier, and I just put these shapes down, so I haven't even got started with them yet. And what's cool is you can change the color of these shapes, so I have a blue rectangle and a green square. So that's very nice. And that's, yep. Get to the menu real quick. So here's the menu. Here's calculator, graphs, geometry, lists and spreadsheets, data and statistics, notes, and that's what plugs in on the top right here is as a add-on, one of the add-ons, and this is called the Werner Data Quest system. I'm pretty sure if I opened it, it would say you must attach the special add-on for it to work. I'm pretty sure when I go into high school, I'm pretty sure there'll be other kids that might have this calculator or a similar model, as maybe they might have the CAS version, but they probably have maybe a couple of probe or attachments. They might have it. Well, okay. Well, in the last setting here is mainly used for science class, I guess. But I think I would probably attach I'm pretty sure they might give me. Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing. So, yeah. So, of course, you're gonna need that accessory to actually run this program. Pretty sure you can open it, but you would need the accessory to make it work. So, notes, and what's special about this calculator is the numbers are separate from the keyboard. So instead of having to use alpha lock or the alpha switch, they have them both separately, which is very nice, and it's less trial and error when programming. But they do give you a control button to switch to the little buttons right in between, like the blue part. Yeah, capture. I think it takes a picture of the screen. And there's a contrast adjustment and many other cool features. Alrighty, now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the version. If I can open it, I'm going to have to do settings. I'm going to click 5 on the keyboard or on the numpad, so it looks like I need to do status, which is 4. Alrighty, so it's running version 3.9.0.463. And the storage capacity wasn't 114 megabytes, it was actually 115. But Texas Instruments advertises it as 100.5. And there's a network ability, but again, you need that special thing that attaches to that accessories port to make that work. I'm pretty sure that's very expensive, but you probably can use them at school. Like, the school might supply them for you in certain activities, I guess. And there's batteries, and then there's this one right here. I don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure if you had like an accessory, maybe the accessory has an extra battery pack for like powering the accessory itself. Like, using the accessory might take up so much power, it'll drain this much faster using the onboard battery. So maybe the extra accessory that you plug into that thing has its own battery. In some cases it will have its own battery, and it'll power off that battery, and this thing will tell you what the amount of power is on that battery. That's on the accessory. I'm not really sure. I'm just guessing that's what it might be, because it does show a battery and a Wi-Fi indicator. But the battery is at 100%, and it's been at 100% for quite a while. Alrighty, so that's my Ti-Nspire calculator CX version. Oh, and by the way, before I get to my Ti-30XS Multiview, this calculator can be jailbroken, and you can put more features on it. You can put an emulate, like video game emulators like NES or Game Boy. You can put like a Doom. You can put a Nspire CX ported version of Doom, so you can play Doom on this thing, and you can also do other special cool stuff like video player. But in order for me, but unfortunately, this program, it's called Needless, and if I haven't said so already, is not compatible with this current version of the OS. It is version 3.9, and the Needless version is only works up to 3.6. This calculator did originally come with 3.6, but I upgraded it to 3.9. So I'm pretty sure the groups or the developers of Needless are going to probably release 3.9 sometime in the future. So anyway, thank you for watching my video. Or no, wait, no, I shouldn't say that yet. But that's my Nspire CX, and here's my predecessor to that, my Ti Multiview. Of course, this is a regular scientific calculator, and it is going to be a lot smaller compared to this because it doesn't have as much features. I used this calculator a lot in middle school. I bought this calculator for $13 when it was new. I bought this for 13 bucks at Staples. I bought that for, this actually Inspire cost me $124.97 at Walmart. But this calculator I got at Staples about 2 years ago, when I made this, as of when I made this video about 2 years ago, during the summer of course, and it was about $13, and it was at Staples, and it was right before I was about to start middle school. But today it's actually right before I'm about to start high school, so that's kind of interesting, isn't it? So now you just simply turn it on by hitting the on button, and it's on. I actually had not needed to replace the batteries in this at all since I gotten it, so these still have its original batteries, and they still work after 2 years. So, do simple math, nothing special, but this calculator was very cool, very nice, and it helped me a lot during middle school. So that's kind of my short example of this multi-view calculator. I do recommend these calculators, this Ti-30XS Multiview, for middle school. There's actually a slightly better version, and this is, I think the newer version is the Ti-36 Pro, which is basically the same layout, except it's a similar layout, and it's got like a black with like gold or silver buttons. It's a very different layout, but it's the successor to this version. This calculator does not have TI Basic because it's a scientific calculator, but yeah. And I do think this does have Ti-Nspire Basic, but I don't know how to access that. Also, with the Needless program, the Needless jailbreak also allows you to program in assembly and C rather than the Nspire's programming. The Nspire uses Lua programming rather than C and assembly, but when you jailbreak it, you can use either of them. When you jailbreak it, you can use both C and assembly. So alrighty people, thank you for watching my kind of overview of my new Texas Instruments Ti-Nspire CX. And as of now, I do recommend that you would get this calculator. If not, then you can guys get a regular Ti-84 Plus or whatever there might be out there. There's also a Ti-84 Plus Silver Edition, Ti-84C Silver Edition, and that has a color screen. You could also get that instead of this, which is kind of similar, but it doesn't have very great features. Well, it has great features for its calculator kind, but it doesn't have like big memory and stuff. It has like a couple megabytes of memory with a couple megabytes of like onboard storage to like save data and stuff, but obviously it's not as good as this one. But the color CI and the Ti-84C Silver Edition is cheaper than this though. But anyway, thank you for watching my video about my Ti-Nspire CX. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching, and again, leave a comment below if you have one.